What an intriguing day for the Shiba Inu community. Volatility is at an all-time high. Shiba Inu is gradually recuperating. However, the CEO of Coinbase has recently disclosed a significant development. Additionally, this could potentially result in a significant increase in the price of the Shiba Inu. Analysts are dropping their signals. A massive $20 trillion is being called into doubt. Is this the beginning of the Shiba Inu's fantasy bull run? Alternatively, is this an entirely different matter? Well, allow me to elaborate. Welcome to Dr. Crypto, your daily serving of Shiba. This is the spot for you if you're curious about anything related to Shiba. If you want to keep informed about all the latest news forecasts and stay ahead of the crypto industry, subscribe. To get more Shib news, be sure to click the like button. A day that was both unexpected and chaotic for Shiba Inu. The price experienced a slight decline. For a brief period, it appeared that the situation might become unstable. Several traders began to express concern, anticipating a more substantial decline. However, the Shiba Inu rebounded immediately, erasing all previous losses. Additionally, there is more. It even rose slightly higher than it had previously. The community transitioned from holding its breath to exhaling an exhalation of relief. Investors who were previously anxious are now experiencing an increase in self-assurance. And that anxious energy that was mentioned earlier? Nearly extinct. Rather than anxiety, there is enthusiasm. There is optimism in place of apprehension. It is as though the atmosphere has abruptly changed. Indeed, the sentiment regarding Shiba Inu is now more robust than ever. The bulls are increasing their performance. Additionally, the market's electricity source is electric. Additionally, this is the case. Lucy, the leader of the Shiba Inu marketing team, recently provided some insight into the erratic price fluctuations. She observed that the market's decline subsequent to the crypto reserve declaration was not entirely unexpected. This type of significant change occurs frequently. However, they do not alter the overarching perspective. The future of cryptocurrency remains luminous. Adoption is not merely feasible. It is inevitable, and that is where the Shiba Inu comes in. It is not merely another token that is subject to the market's fluctuations. It is a component of a more extensive entity. Shiba Inu is advancing despite the market's challenges, thanks to its robust community and ongoing development. Volatility fluctuates. However, the most significant factor is the direction in which things are going. Shiba Inu's future appears to be more promising than ever. However, this is where the situation becomes absurd. The Shiba Inu society is abuzz with a rogue rumor. There is speculation that the UAE may establish a Shiba Inu reserve. Yes, you are correct. Recently, a renowned crypto expert expressed his opinion that the United Arab Emirates is preparing to establish a crypto reserve. And imagine what? He is of the opinion that it will accommodate an immense quantity of Shiba Inu. Currently, he has not provided a specific timeline or explanation for why he believes this will occur. However, the concept has been rapidly disseminated, and the community is abuzz with excitement. This speculation is rendered even more intriguing by the fact that the UAE government has already established a strong rapport with Shiba Inu. The nation collaborated with Shiba Inu earlier this year to incorporate its technology into its governance and public services. This was a significant event, as it marked the first time that the UAE had implemented blockchain on a national scale. Additionally, they selected Shiba Inu over other prominent cryptocurrency initiatives. It is unsurprising that certain experts think Shiba Inu could be incorporated into a future crypto reserve, given the level of trust that was already established. If the United Arab Emirates implements such an initiative, one thing is certain: the Shiba Inu community is closely monitoring this matter, regardless of whether it is mere speculation or real. However, please allow me to elaborate. I am aware that this may seem absurd, but I will disclose a plethora of even more absurd information in the future. Unfortunately, there is a caveat. I regret to inform you that the Shiba Inu is currently in a precarious position, as analysts have noted. It has been experiencing difficulty maintaining its position among the top 20 digital currencies. And if the situation does not improve shortly, it may fall from the rankings. The recent market decline has caused significant disruptions, and Shiba Inu has been suffering as a result of the emergence of adverse patterns. At present, a significant number of holders are experiencing losses, while only a lesser percentage are still earning profits. Furthermore, while a few are nearing profitability, the majority are anticipating a turnaround. The difficulty: there are several significant resistance levels that lie ahead, with billions of Shiba Inu tokens located in critical price zones. In order to climb, the market must acquire growth, and Shiba Inu must overcome these obstacles. The encouraging news: if it is successful in doing so, the situation could rapidly change. Analysts anticipate that Shiba Inu could experience a robust revival by reclaiming specific price levels, which could pave the way for greater gains. However, the conflict persists at present, and all eyes are on the bull's ability to reverse the situation. However, a significant event has just transpired. The CEO of Coinbase recently disclosed a significant development that could significantly alter the status quo for Shiba Inu. As you are aware, the Strategic Digital Currency Reserve in the United States was recently announced. Brian Armstrong referred to it as a historic day for digital currency, and he was not exaggerating. The United States is taking steps that have never been seen before, potentially reshaping the whole crypto sector. Furthermore, that is not all. As regulations become more transparent, it is becoming simpler for cryptocurrency to expand without the uncertainty that has hindered it for years. This is not solely about Bitcoin. The internet is affected by a change of this nature. Shiba Inu is included in the cryptocurrency market. Shiba Inu and other initiatives are able to expand as a result of the increased attention that governments are giving to crypto. This boosts confidence in the industry and attracts a greater number of investors. A more mainstream adoption, fewer impediments, and a firmer foundation for long-term growth are all benefits of a regulated, stable environment. Coinbase is redoubling its commitment to the future of cryptocurrency by announcing plans to significantly expand its operations. The company is expected to hire thousands of fresh hires this year, resulting in increased support for digital assets, improved infrastructure, and more innovation. This aggressive expansion is indicative of Coinbase's confidence in the direction of the cryptocurrency market. Additionally, when a significant exchange such as Coinbase is fully invested, it generates a cascading effect that extends throughout the market. It is possible that this marks the commencement of a significant development for Shiba Inu. A more stable, regulated digital currency landscape results in a stronger ecosystem, higher adoption rates, and simpler integration into mainstream finance. The Shiba Inu may be on the brink of a significant development. As the US is fully embracing crypto, Coinbase is expanding at an unprecedented rate, and institutional interest is on the rise. The market is undergoing rapid change, and those who are attentive recognize that this is merely the beginning. However, this may only be the beginning, as another prominent figure has recently made a significant prediction. Bitwise CIO Matt Hugin is of the opinion that Bitcoin is on the brink of a $20 trillion valuation, which would result in it surpassing gold as the world's primary store of value. With the United States currently constructing a strategic Bitcoin reserve and institutional confidence surging, he anticipates that Bitcoin's market capitalization will experience a significant increase in the coming decade. And this is why it is even more significant. Shiba Inu has consistently demonstrated that its value is closely associated with Bitcoin. Whenever Bitcoin travels, the Shiba Inu is not far behind. Therefore, when analysts begin to make predictions about Bitcoin's $20 trillion market value, it is not solely about Bitcoin's significant 12x increase. It is probable that Shiba Inu would be dragged upward by that surge, which could potentially result in its 12x move. This pattern has been observed previously. During Bitcoin's price surges, Shiba Inu does not remain passive. It also moves, occasionally surpassing it in terms of percentage gains. This is the reason why a significant number of holders are closely monitoring the trajectory of Bitcoin. History indicates that Shiba Inu will not automatically adopt the top crypto if it truly ascends to that absurd valuation. it has the potential to experience an eruption of its own. The ideal price that so many owners are yearning for could actually come into action if that transpires. However, the most significant aspect is this. Do you recall our previous statement that Shiba Inu developers have been inactive recently? Well, what if the Shiba Inu developers intervene and begin to introduce significant surprises? What if they have resolved to interrupt the silence? The situation has the potential to escalate rapidly. The UAE's adoption of Shiba Inu technology has already demonstrated the potential to increase confidence through significant actions. Despite the fact that the developers may eventually release game-changing updates, such as a new burn mechanism, a significant partnership, or a breakthrough for Shibarium, the momentum generated by this development, in conjunction with the increasing adoption and growth of Bitcoin, could push the price of Shiba Inu even higher. At that juncture, we may not be exclusively discussing gains. It is possible that an additional zero will be eliminated from the price. The timing is crucial, and Shiba Inu owners may experience an even more thrilling experience than anticipated if all the pieces fall into place. The moment you have been anticipating has finally arrived. Analysts are transmitting signals regarding the potential direction of the Shiba Inu's price. Additionally, it is imperative to emphasize that the excitement is genuine. The ideal number that would elevate Shiba Inu to an entirely new level is the focus of many holders. In order to achieve this, the price would have to increase by over 7,000%, which is an extraordinary amount. However, certain experts are of the opinion that it is feasible under the appropriate circumstances. Analysts have identified instances in which Shiba Inu appeared poised for a breakout over the past year, including the breach of critical chart patterns, the accumulation of significant whales, and the momentum of a full-scale cryptocurrency rally. Additionally, this is the case. If Bitcoin continues to increase in value, institutional investors continue to invest, and the market as a whole ignites as it has in previous bull runs, the Shiba Inu may benefit from this trend. Some experts have even suggested that this catastrophic move may occur sooner than anticipated. However, at present, we are still anticipating that moment. The genuine inquiry is whether it will be sufficient to propel Shiba Inu to the subsequent milestone. That remains uncertain. No one is certain as to whether or not Shiba Inu will achieve that price point in the end. However, one thing is certain. It remains one of the most strictly monitored cryptocurrencies in existence. Who knows? If the market goes berserk, momentum develops at the ideal time, and the right catalysts align, the possibilities are endless. It is possible that we will witness an extraordinary event. However, what is your perspective on this matter? Comment in the space provided below. The day is over now. Remember to give it a big thumbs up. To see our most recent material, share it, and subscribe to the channel.